So I'm safely here in Atlanta, and I just finished the Philosophy Bites podcast, and it was regarding David Hume, and basically, I guess, the irreligious interpretation or view of David Hume in his writings of the Treatise and some of his other works, and his influences, and what he was trying to achieve, and that kind of thing. I don't know as much about David Hume other than what I've heard and that kind of stuff. It seemed the conclusion that the basic conclusion was that Hume was advancing the humanistic or atheistic view of the world, that it wasn't merely, he was more than just trying to provide a naturalist view or a different philosophy. He was viewed as a skeptic of all things to some extent, and they were trying to contrast that with the difficulty of his other writings, trying to explain, taking a naturalistic view or applying the scientific method to morals, and how can you provide a scientific view on morals if you have complete skepticism of the world? Meaning, if everything is hard, if you can't prove anything, then how can you prove even the scientific method? And trying to reconcile the two, and to my understanding, the podcast was trying to explain, or the author was trying to explain, that you would have to understand his motivations behind this, that he was trying to provide a different interpretation, contrary to the predominantly Christian view in his time. And so that was what he was doing, was basically taking his atheistic views and coming up with a different scenario of how to interpret morals. Where should morals come from, and how should they be applied? So it's an interesting view. Of course, I'd like to read more about him. And anyways, so, yeah.